With the announcement of the Switch 2, and due to popular demand from you guys, it is time for us to return to the forgotten about console when it comes to EAFC, that being the Nintendo Switch. To make this year of EAFC bigger and better compared to the previous year, we are going to make a brand new free-to-play account and play it for a whole month compared to a week. And to see if we're able to 100% a season in EAFC 25, there will be 4 areas that we must achieve. And they are: 1. To complete the Season 3 pass and get level 35 Winter Champions Konate. 2. To get Elite 1 in squad battles. 3. To reach Division 3 or higher in Rivals. And 4. To reach Rank 3 or higher in Foot Champs. Let us see how we do. To start the account off, we got to choose our nation and went with England. And this gave us Manchester United's Turner. And for the lone pick, we went with Kingsley Coman, as he has Rapid Plus, which last year was broken on the Switch, so hopefully it will be good again. We were also given a 1 of 5 FC Pro loan pick, which out of this gave us Carvalho, and he was the clear choice as he has Prem links and is one of the best players competing in the tournament, so there is a good chance that he receives all of the upgrades. We went on to completing Foundation 1 SBCs, so we had access to this area for future SBCs, and pulled Roma's Paredes. The very first bit of gameplay we did was to go into Moments to get the tradable 7.5k pack, as this requires a single Moments point. One thing with the Switch, when loading into games on EFC 25, you would get flashbanged for a second whilst loading in. With this pack, we would turn out to pull one of the better FC Pro players, in Carvalho, who was our lone pick, and he was 150k on the market. We had him tradable, but I wanted to use this card, so we kept him. With that, we would go into selling our kits, and as on the Nintendo Switch the market is much smaller compared to the console and PC markets, consumables have a good sell value, and we could make a lot of coins off them. We then hopped into squad battles to get an easy win, and this would lead to us completing the FC Coaching Masterclass objective to play a game, and this gave us a lone team of both Manchester City and Liverpool. The current objective player was Al Nassr's Simakan, who is a great defender to have this early on in the account, but to complete the objectives we needed Saudi League players. So we returned to squad battles to continue playing these games, and one thing was clear whilst playing: pace seemed to be overpowered, as AI didn't seem to track Coman with his Rapid Plus. We also would go on to play in the Moments again, to get the 60 points for a tradable 50k pack. This should give us quite a bit of money back from just discards alone. We went to open the pack and got into Serbi, who was a discard player, so a bit of a letdown for a 50k pack. But from the objective packs, we got Pickford, who will become our starting keeper, and from a 78x2, we got our first walkout on the Switch. And this was Manchester City's Bernardo Silva. In the SBC tab, there are a couple more SBCs that required bronzes and silvers, so this was a great way to get more golds for the team. We did only get Gulashi, but more golds for the club. With EFC 25, you could now earn season points outside of Ultimate Team. So with this, we went into career mode and changed the tactics on the Real Madrid team to get these points. We also went back into squad battles and used the Saudi League forwards to complete the objectives, and Carvalho was carrying the attack as the main striker. From these games, we had completed Simakan's objectives, which gave us an additional 80x2, 81x2 and an 82x2. And Simakan had 83 pace, 86 defending and physical, and Jockey Plus. Also, World Tour cards gave additional chemistry, so he'd be easier to link with the team. From the 82x2, we pulled another FC Pro card, and this was Igor Silva, who was an upgrade to the team, but as he played in the French 2nd Division, he would be hard to link. We also pulled another walkout in Arsenal's Erdegaard, who will be great for some future SBCs as he's 89 rated. We had completed some sections in the Centurions 10x10 objective, which from these packs we got Newcastle United's Isaac. Now on the account there was around 20,000 coins, so it was time for us to pick up a special card off the market, and went with Koke, as he has Pinged Pass Plus, Centre Half Plus and Deep Lying Playmaker Plus at both CDM and Centre Mid. He also has a Shadow, so we picked him up for 20,000 coins. With these additions, this was how the team now looked. Now it was time for us to pick up our first week's squad battle rewards, which we got Elite 3, and this gave us a 55k pack, a 75x10, an 85 plus pack, and 10,000 coins. Most of these packs were nothing more than just fodder for the club, but from the 85 plus pack, we didn't get a walkout, but it was a meta player in Nico Williams with 93 pace and rapid plus. But as he was around 30,000 coins, it would give us more funds for the club, so he was listed onto the transfer market. We also completed a Team of the Week player pick with the newly acquired players. And from this pack, we got Inform Bronze, who is a great defensive fullback. We completed the Road to the Knockouts Total Rush Trailblazer upgrade. In this pack, we have the chance of getting players like Road to the Finals Van Dijk or Trailblazers Dembele. Sadly, we were not so lucky and pulled Villarreal's Alex Baena, who was basically a discard player. We then completed this pack again to try and get something better, but somehow it was worse and we got Bologna's Posh. And as we just got bronze, he will likely be our backup right back. Finally, with the rest of the coins we had gotten from squad battles, we picked up Tombakti from the Saudi League to help with Simakan in defence, as he has 88 pace, so hopefully we'll be able to keep up with the opponent's forwards. With this, it wrapped at the end of the previous season, so now we are in Season 3, and the final reward for this season is Konate, who we will need to get to complete one of the objectives for 100%ing this game. We did get Marlon, Grealish and Martinez on a 4-day loan. Additionally, with this season, there were mastery tokens that you could get from different game modes, such as the yellow cards for squad battles, blue for foot rivals, and finally red for foot champs. These cards could be converted into players or packs. We were also now in the Thunderstruck promo. From the save packs, we got another player who was great for the team at left back, and this was Real Madrid's Ferland Mendy. EA also introduced the 82x14 packs, which you could do 3 a day. And from one of these, we pulled Emi Martinez, and this was followed up by Patri Guerrero. But on the Switch, it appears you don't get double walkouts, as we also got Danny Carvajal in this pack as well. We also got the Early Doors pack, which gave us a walkout Kimmich, which was tradable, so we broke even on the pack. And with the 4-day loan pick, we got a choice from either Rice or Inform Martinez. But as we just pulled Patri, it seemed Martinez was the choice. We will only have him for 4 days on loan. There was also a new player pick, which you could choose multiple players from. And from this we got Coman, so we could use him infinitely, not worrying about his loan card anymore. We also completed the first few levels of the season, and picked up a couple chemistry styles, and from one of the packs we got a new promo card in Newcastle's Gordon. So now for our attack we have a good link up with Gordon and Isaac. This is the team we will be bringing into our first rival game. So just like last year, we had to get a membership to play online, but this did mean we got access back to old reliable in Tetris 99. We started in Division 10, and our first opponent had a gold squad. Turbo Timo on the wing, and Gyökeres, who is probably fantastic on the Switch with 90 pace and 91 physical. We would start the game off with Isaac dribbling into the box and slotting it away. For our fourth goal, the Newcastle duo linked up and Gordon gets the goal, and this leads to the rage quit. We would continue on playing with the team, and Isaac, with his body type, seemed to break the defence all the time. But with his 5-star weak foot, he was finishing all the chances coming his way. This would lead to the promotion game of Division 10, where we would face another person with Carvalho. They also had Son up front, and this game would finish less than 5 in-game minutes, with Grealish smashing the ball top corner and the opponent dipping. So with this, we were already in Division 9. With the games played, we'd completed the daily play objectives, and this got us some extra packs, where we pulled an Inform, as well as us pulling our first Thunderstruck player in Lille's Zegrova, who is not the best, but could be used as a super sub. At this time, the FC Pro players' prices had been updated on the Switch, so we listed up our Carvalho for 170,000 coins. We opened some more objective packs and pulled PSG's Marquinhos, as well as pulling a hyperlink Inform duo in Spurs' Solanke, followed up by James Maddison. We returned to division rivals, and it was clear at this moment that the Centurion loan cards in Marlon and Grealish were by far the best players in this team. And Marlon's quickstep seemed a bit more overpowered on Switch compared to other consoles, as he would burst away from the defenders with ease. This would lead to us getting to the promotion game for Division 8, and we came up against an all-gold team, so we actually had the better team on paper. And Marlon would prove his brokenness of quickstep for the first, followed by a sweaty goal to Marlon for the second, and then for Marlon's hat-trick, we would use the quickstep again, and Marlon slotted it away, with the opponent leaving, and now we were in Division 8, just a few more divisions for Division 3. Returning back to the menus, we made some more 82x14s, which did not give us any special cards, but we did get a couple walkouts in Jan Sommer and Beth Mead. And with this fodder, we completed Showdown Ito, who even as a rare gold card, was a solid card, so hopefully this boosted version with 85 pace, 87 defending, and 83 physical will do the job, and he will be one of our new starting centre-backs. Another reason for completing Ito was that the objective for Thunderstruck was Kim Min-jae, who also played for Bayern Munich, so we could have two great centre-backs. Kim Min-jae also has Intercept Plus, and he will likely get all the upgrades as Bayern are dominant in the Bundesliga. So this seemed like an objective that was a must complete. Sadly, our Cavallio dropped in price, and we were only able to get 119,000 for him. But with these additional coins, there was a new pack in the store, in the For You section, which was the Heroes Welcome Pack. From this pack we could pull the likes of Ginola or Yaya Toure, and we'd be able to use them for this upcoming weekend league. So we opened the pack, and the face player was Bruno Guimaraes. And the nice thing about this pack, it was tradable. With the hero pick, we got two choices, and these were Govu and Risa. Govu seemed the better of the two, and with heroes getting full chemistry, we didn't need to worry. There was also a campaign mixed player pick available, and this costed an 82 and an 84 rated squad. So it was relatively cheap, and we could pull some great players from this. As long as we don't get Posh as a pick, then I'm happy. The three options we got were Savava, Sabitzer, who looked like a nice all-rounded card, and Bronze's Trailblazer card. And this was an improvement on her Team of the Week card, so she was the clear choice with the addition of Anticipate Plus. With these additions, the squad looked like this, and now was the last batch of games for squad battles. We needed to ensure 5-0 wins to get the elite rewards. We went into the games where it was clear that the link-up of Marlon Govu was great. Power shots felt a bit different on the Switch, so it may take some time to get adjusted to these. We were cruising along and then disaster struck, as we were kicked off the servers and got 0 points for the game. But this didn't happen once, it happened twice. The hamsters keeping the servers running must have unalived themselves. And due to this, we only had a single game left, so we had to play this game on Ultimate difficulty. Turns out, on Ultimate, the AI becomes the second coming of Prime Barcelona, with the tiki-taka style, and scored some nice goals against us. But fortunately, on the Switch, abusing pace on the wings and having tall defenders for corners meant we could get 5 goals and the win. Hopefully that will be enough for Elite 2, so we can get the 2 squad mastery tokens. But for that, we will have to wait for the rewards to come out. Now it was time for us to go into a new game mode, which was the friendlies, as we needed to get XP rewards from this game mode, and all it required was winning 5 games from different nations. So to start this off, we went with Italy. The slight problem was, any good or usable cards on the market shot up in price, due to how small the market was. So our dream strike duo was Keane and Immobile. Turns out Keane was quite good for a 78 rated player, and finished his chances and got us a few wins. But our opponents kept game-ending our players, but this did allow us to get some chances to try set pieces on the Switch, and DiMarco converted these free kicks. We did struggle a little in defence when coming up against high-paced players like Chiesa, and with that, we had gained the XP which unlocked us Bow, which was perfect as the next nation to complete was Argentina, so having a striker with 89 shooting will help us massively. With this friendlies game mode, you were able to pick up a loan, so we went to the SBC section to pick up On This Day Icon Zanetti. With his all-rounded stats and having Rapid Plus will give him an extra boost on the wings for the overlaps. Games with the Argentina players was a lot easier than the Italian players, and this was mainly due to us having a better team. And this led to us getting some more levels on the season pass, where we picked up Cardozo, and from the player pick, we got Parejo. After this, we went to the transfer market to pick up a player for the new exclusive Flash evolutions for Thunderstruck, and we are going to make a chain for these evolutions to make one of the more meta players on the Switch, and this will be Bayern Munich's Alphonso Davies, who we picked up for 18k, which was expensive for an 82 rated player, but once we have completed all the available evolutions, we will have one of the best fullbacks in the game. With the evolutions, we had to be careful as we had to do it in a specific order to ensure we got a good playstyle, and as the Switch relies on pace and physicality compared to the console versions, we put him into the full force evo, which will give him Bruiser Plus. With that, we went to squad battles and replayed the feature team to get the first stage of the evolution complete and to ensure that we stay in the elite squad battle rewards. This led to us selling some more players so we could switch up the team, so we sold Tombakti for 26,000 coins and Koke for 19,000 coins, so we made a loss on Koke. We did this as we had completed the Thunderstruck objective and got ourselves another Bayern Munich player in Kim Min-jae, who has Intercept Plus and 89 defending, so nearly our whole back four is Bayern players. We also brought in Sabitzer, but this was mainly for chemistry for Marlon. We completed Davis' first Evo, which boosted his physical and gave him Bruiser Plus. The next area we will do for this evolution is passing, as this will give Davies a +9 in passing. We returned to Rivals, and the first team we faced was a gold Prem squad, but the front two was the New Zealand GOAT in Wood and also Veghorst. Marlon used his pace burst to get around the defender, and this led to the rage quit. Playing these games had made it clear that having pacey forwards was definitely the way to go, as defenders just could not keep up, and Govu even got a power shot goal for us. This led to the promotion game, and this was another gold squad. So again, we did have the better team, and the ball was played through to Marlon, who hit the Trivella to put us 1-0 up. After that, we run down the wing, and slightly to Marlon, and this was a sweaty goal. And then we did it again for 3-0, which made the opponent leave, and it meant we had been promoted into Division 7. During these games we continued improving on Davies, and we completed both stages of pitch vision. We also got some more packs from the Objectives tab, and this gave us an 81x2, which would turn out to be a Brazilian walkout in Dabinia, as well as getting an Inform, which is great for the 82x14s. We also climbed another step in the season, and this gave us another player pick with Liverpool's Andy Robertson being the clear choice. We continued Davies' evolution chain with defence first, which gives him an additional 10 defending. We went back into Rivals and faced a strong 5-back team, and we got an early lead, but for one of the goals, it just shows how broken Quickstep is on the Switch. Like, how did Marlon win the ball in that situation? And this game finished off with us conceding a very scruffy goal, but we still got the win. This meant Davis had got his +4 in defending, and we returned to the SBC section to complete the Round the World SBC, which gave us a 55k pack and a 50k pack. From the 55k pack, we got Romero, but the 50k pack, we finally got a good pull, in which it was an icon who is from England, in Manchester United's Paul Scholes, who is one of the weaker icons in the game, but he gives chemistry to all of our players, and it's nice to pull an icon player out of a normal pack. He also has 89 passing and incisive pass plus, so he should be able to play balls through to Marlon and Gordon on the wings. Also, the 82x14's refreshed, and from these packs we got some additional fodder, with the main pools being My Nan and Man City's Rodri, who at 91 rated will be great for SBCs. One of the SBCs we completed was Edison Cavali's flashback card, as it was only an 84 rated squad, and he had 88 pace and 91 shooting, and with Scholes now being in the team, he should be able to get a little bit of chemistry too. We also opened one of the new style of the player picks, which was more expensive at an 83 rated squad, but it does give us multiple choices out of the 10 players. And we did pull an Inform and an 86 rated Basher, so it was worth the team we submitted. We also completed the mixed campaign pick to try and pull a previous promo player for the team, but it gave us 3 total rush players, with Aspas being the best pull, so he will likely sit on the bench. There was also a Hyperlink SBC available with Longley and Thomas Lamar, and as both of these players were relatively cheap, They could be backups for our team, and they could potentially fit a future evolution. Lamar is in Hullet Gang with 80 plus in all face stats and Relentless plus, so he could be a fantastic box-to-box mid. We continued on with the games in Rivals, and our front three with Gordon, Govu and Marlon kept the team going, and it's going to be extremely hard to replace Marlon from the team. He was by far the best player in the team with his Quick Step plus, and we cruised to the promotion game, which was another Prem side with a couple specials. We played the ball out to our star man, and he tucked away the goal, giving us the rage quit and promotion to Division 6. Back in the menus, we had completed our Davis evolution, with him completing the defence first evolution, giving him 82 defending, followed by the precision shooter, which gave him a plus 10, which may seem like a bit of a waste for a fullback, but this would be crucial for the team. And this was immediately highlighted as we made Davis our attacking fullback, so he was much further up the pitch and was now providing assists and had some opportunities to score. Now we had received our squad battle rewards, and even with the disconnects, we had clutched up Elite 2, meaning we got the 2 squad battle mastery tokens. We also got 15,000 coins, a rare mega pack, an 80 by 10, as well as an 86 plus player pack, and finally an 84 plus Team of the Week pack. From the 80 by 10, we did get a tradable Thunderstruck card, but it was only a duplicate Dragova. We also got Inform Kirkes from the 55k pack, and Anton from the Inform pack, followed by Oberdorf from the Guaranteed Walkout pack. Now it was time for the Squad Battle Mastery rewards. Lacroix, or Teller, were the 2 best players for our team. The first one gave us Paez, and this was followed up by Wrexham's Mullen, so we got 285 rateds. With the additional funds, we went to the market where we picked up another Bayern player, in Guerrero, for 26.5k. We also used the fodder in the club to complete another Flash SBC, who was another flashback player, a foot 12 silver beast in El Chouari, who has 90 pace, 91 dribbling and Trickster plus, which may be great on the Switch, as it gives different animations for fake shots. We also spent a lot of our coins to bring in another icon to the team, with Thunderstruck Roy Keane, who has a nice all-rounded card with 88 physical and 86 defending, with Ping Pass plus. With this, we added the new midfielders in, but we will use El Chouari once Grealish's card expires. We continued on with some more rival games, and the team kept the momentum, and even one of our new players picked up a goal in Keane. We also scored a nice bicycle goal with Govu, and this led to the promotion game, where it was another goal team with Renard at the back, who may not be the best on the Switch. We had a chance with Roy Keane, but he received a Roy Keane tackle, which led to the straight red card for our opponent. And they must have chucked their Switch away or something, due to how quickly they disconnected. So we had to play this game again, and faced up against someone with Thunderstruck Icon Rush, and an Evoed Kubo. Out of all the players in our team, it would be our right back in bronze who would get the interception and put it past the keeper, followed by Guerrero just running into the box and scoring. This would be wrapped up when our opponent's Palmer swipes out our player and leaves. And this puts us into Division 5. We were now ready to take on FUT champions, and first we needed to qualify for this. We needed to win 3 out of the 6 games. We thankfully got very lucky with the matchmaking, and our first goal was a bit of a fluky one, which Marlon converted. But again, Davis would show his use as an attacking fullback by getting the assist. Keane would also charge in again and get a goal for us, and this was wrapped up by Govu hitting the finesse. And with that, we had got our 3 wins. By getting the 3 wins, we had qualified for FUT champions and gotten a small prime players pack and a rare gold pack, with Mitrovic from the first pack and Pedro Porro from the rare gold pack. So we got a few more 1,000 coins. There was a new SBC that allowed silver and bronzes, so this caused an increase in all bronze and silver cards. And from the prime gold players pack, we pulled another Thunderstruck with a French walkout in Savenir, who is tradable, but is basically a discard. We then got another Thunderstruck, but this was just another Zigrova to add to the SBC storage. Just before our first attempt of Weekend League on the Switch, we decided to have one more shot at the mixed campaign pick. And from one of the squads completed, we pulled a tradable Thunderstruck with Dodo, who is another cheap player, but all of these cheap specials do add up to a nice coin balance for us. Sadly, the pick was not the best again, But we did get a nice all-rounded player in Stephen from Porto. Finally, for this weekend league in Champs, we had the chance of getting a special Richarlison. However, we have to get 10 or more wins in Champs. So this will be the team we will bring into Champs. Let's see how the first few games go. So for our first game on Weekend League for the Switch, there's Neuer in goal, Zico in midfield, and Konate up front. Into Skulls. See the through ball? Go for the crossbody. Oh, that's a big save. Oh, that could be a red. Please don't be a red. A yellow. We take that. Oh, they've got Zico. I need to cover that. Come on. Mark that post. Okay, didn't do anything. That's a good finish. Nice play. Go on, Grealish. Oh, we still got it somehow. Jammy goal. Nice play. Oh, breaking ankles. And the finish. And we're winning. Nice play. Just run it down the wing. Nice turn, Marlon. Cut it back. Nice. And the finish. Quick step's broken. Oh, we're going to go for a sweaty. Oh, we got the sweaty. Again, another jammy goal. He might rage quit. Just cover the pass. Oh, he's played it back. Okay, he's got it straight through. Okay. That's unfortunate. Front post. Oh, cracking head. Who was that? Oh, it's Bronze. She shouldn't even be on the pitch. Game 2. And the squad we're against is a blank squad. Nice play. Wait for the run. Go on, Skulls. Finish it. Yes. Okay, corner just blocked front post. Militao's won that. And we're drawing. Nice play. Oh, just Roy Keane with the run of dreams and the finish. Roy Keane. Good tackle. Just cut across. Nice play. Oh, Bronze. Oh, Gordon. Oh, he's absolutely thundered that. Go on, Grealish. Oh, he's called the keeper out. Finesse. And it goes in. Game 3 we come up against Tim Howard in goal. Oh, that's a good... Oh, no, Adama Traore up front. That could be problems. Nice play. Wait for the runs. Nice goals. Through ball. Near post. Great play. Hold it. Through. Sweaty. Roy Keane again. Nice play. Just play it to Govu. Near post. Comfortable now. Into Govu. With a turn. Oh, round him. And the finish. And they've paused. Rage quit. And they're gone. Game 4. Up against a team with a Bayern badge. And they've got my nan in goal. They've got Posh. Dembele, Martinez, Brolin. Looks like a Serie A side. Over the top to Davies. Come on, Davies, use that pace. Go around him, just sweaty it. Yeah. Nice ball. Oh, good turn. Skulls with the finish. 2-0 up. Skulls play it into Govu. Turn around finish. And he's knocked it wide. Game 5. We come up against Allison in net. VVD. Sissoko. Darwizi and Son up front. It's a good strong side. Into the box. Just get rid of it. Oh my. Ito, you've just absolutely wiped him out. How have you got it that bad? Okay, he's changed. He's probably going to go, let's go right. He's played it down the middle. Nice Govu, just run. Across body. Cracking finish. We're back in. Nice play. Again, across body, Govu. Rinse and repeat. Through ball. Go on, Govu. Just squeezed it through. Through ball with Scholes. Lovely, with a cheeky chip. I think that might be the rage quit. Great finish by Grealish. And they're gone. 5-0. So with this, we would go on to a perfect 5-0 start in Weekend League, with the standout players being Marlon and Govu. But sadly with Marlon, we will lose him once the loan ends, and we cannot buy him off the market as he was a season card. With how we were doing, we would continue playing the games, and it was clear that for defenders to be more effective, it was vital that they had a defensive playstyle, as Bronze was only an 86 rated defender, but with her having Anticipate, she was able to stop a lot of attacks on that side of the pitch. Also, Jockey seems a lot more useful on the Switch than the consoles, and this may be due to there being a longer response time for inputs to work. We continue to progress, but then we hit a problem. It was the return of the big oily boy Adama Traore, who on the Switch was even more broken with his strength and speed. Once he was gone, there was no way of catching him. Also, we matched up against an Mbappe, who destroyed my defensive backline, so it may be wise to invest into a Van Dijk or something of that level. Now with Champs, our final result was 11-4. A couple of mistakes from me caused a couple of the losses, and there was also a couple games that I should have just lost. With us achieving rank 3, we completed one of the 4 objectives for the 100% for this season. And with this, we got some very nice rewards. In 3 1 of 5 85 plus picks, an 84 by 10 tradable, an 87 by 2, 2 times 3 player team of the week packs, an 82 by 20 with also 100,000 coins. There was also the 2 additional Champions Mode Mastery cards, getting us up to a total of 4 of these cards now. 2 from Squad Battles, 2 from Champions. From the picks, we chose Bartra as Thunderstruck, Team of the Week Pop, and the final pick was Total Rush Guerrero, who we brought off the market so we can replace him with a first owner card. We then opened the 82 by 20, and the switch luck continued as we got another icon, and this was one from the Thunderstruck promo. Thankfully, there is only one Argentine cam in the game at this moment, so we knew it was going to be Thunderstruck Riquelme, who with 91 dribbling and Trickster Plus could be a very fun card to use. This was followed by a tradable Evan Nilsson at Bournemouth and Kovacic being the highest rated inform. Finally was the Champs Mastery packs, which led to being Erica Gonzalez, who has great stats for a cam with 92 pace and 88 dribbling, with the Relentless Plus playstyle. The second pick was Pinto, who's not really usable, but again, these are mainly token cards. We are probably never going to get the likes of Carmona or McAllister in these packs, but there's always next week for us to try again. With all the new fodder that had been added to the club, we were now able to complete an Icon SBC to add to the team. And as there is only one set of base icons now, if we were able to pull an R9 or Hullet, they would be in this team probably for the rest of the month. So we completed the Icon SBC, and the icon we got was an Italian centre-back, but it was not Maldini, it was Cannavaro. Not the best icon, but also not the worst. With that, it was sadly time to depart with our Centurions Marlon, who played way above his stats. In the 59 games he played for us, he had a 93 goal contribution. So with this, we had to reshuffle the team, and we put Flashback El Shawari in with Gonzalez up front. We would then open up our last set of 82 by 14s for the Thunderstruck promo, and got Track Stars Gordon and a new keeper in Real Madrid's Track Stars Courtois. Then we created 2 more campaign picks and got Hemp out the first one, and the second one gave us Total Rush Trent, who's 300,000 coins on the Switch. Then we got our Division 5 premium rewards, which gave us a 1 of 4 85 plus player pick, some additional packs, but only 1 Rivals Mode Mastery, as to get 2, you had to be in Division 3 or above. From the pick we got Informed Bull, and from the packs we did pull a tradable walkout in City's Edison, so that was some more money for the team. And for the main pack, with the Mode Mastery, we got an Italian cam from Monza in Caprari, who has great links with El Shawari and Cannavaro in our defence. The final thing we did to wrap up Thunderstruck was invest in informs from the Premier League, with Palmer being the main purchase as he's a popular player, and if he gets an Evo or an objective that comes out that benefits him, he will skyrocket in price. But this is how the team looks after Thunderstruck. Let's see what the next promo brings. It is now the Ultimate Succession promo, where the main pool will be the 92 rated Messi. And with this, the friendlies had been updated, with 2 new nations. And we started with England, and for some reason this became even more sweatier than FUT champs. It may be due to the form system in friendlies, but Ramsdale didn't seem to have arms. But our squad battles mastery card in Mullen was the focal point in our team, and for an 85, he was quite clinical in front of net. For our final game, we had to wait until the penalty shootout to get the win. With this game mode, we had unlocked some additional players. In Ultimate Succession loaned Gerrard for 20 games, and somehow we got Oberdan, even though we didn't play a single game in the Max Tactics game mode. And this was wrapped up by Mr. Rybina in James Milner, who could play in midfield or either fullback position. He was also another player in Hulligang. We also completed some more levels in the season, and now at level 17, so we were nearly halfway through to getting Konate. And the Quintero card looks very good with Ping Pass Plus. From the picks we got Oshiman and Vitinha, so more fodder for us. And with this fodder we completed the base hero player pick, and got a familiar face in Govu, who was very good last week, so he was the obvious choice. Also, Govu was perfect for the other nation in the friendlies this week, as it was France. So we created a 4-2-2-2 with Govu and Thuram up front. This run of games was much easier compared to the England games, with our Savenir becoming our main goal scorer, and we got the wins in about half an hour with the French team. Back in the menus, we were awarded with a player pick, as well as an 86 rated Acuna, who has 88 pace and a very good all-rounded card, with long ball pass plus. From the 1 of 5 84 player pick, we got our first non-objective Ultimate Succession player in Arsenal's Jorginho, who does have Anticipate Plus, but will need to go into an Evo to make him a bit better. Also, our Cole Palmer investment paid off massively, as he fitted in the new evolution, so he had tripled in price, so we had even more coins to put into our team. Now it was time for us to return to Rivals, to push ourselves into the higher divisions to get the better rewards. Even in Division 5, we were still coming up against mainly gold squads, so teams on the Switch were genuinely weaker, but with the ability to run down the wings, crossing seemed more effective, and we were still scoring a lot of goals, however we started to concede more often. And I was having difficulties with Cannavaro's turning, even though he's plus 80 in agility, balance and composure. One player that was really fun to use on the Switch was El Shaarawy's flashback card, as his dribbling feels like 99 dribbling, and he could split defences with ease, and on the Switch using the width of the pitch opened up a lot more space for attacks. We also wrapped up our squad battle games, and we started prioritising scoring power shots and finesse shots for the additional objective packs. Back in the menus we got another 1 of 4 player pick, and got 89 to Stegen, and from an 82 by 7, it broke the Switch. We had also progressed another level in the pass, and this pick gave us a choice between Fernandez and Gabriel, but as we have duplicate storage this year, we went with the higher rated fodder. We now got this week's squad battles rewards, and we hit Elite 1, so we completed another of the 4 objectives, so we were 50% of the way there. Elite 1 rewards gave us the same as last week, just with a few extra 1,000 coins. The main priority from these rewards was the 2 squad battle mastery tokens. From the packs, we did pull ourselves an Ultimate Succession in Lyon's Le Sommer, who has 88 shooting and dribbling with finesse shot plus. She was also around 90,000 coins. Our guaranteed walkout was Paredes. Then it was time for our squad battle mastery tokens. Being a new player from England in Wigan's Sessegnon, and the following one was another English player in Mullen. We haven't got a player above 85 rated yet from the squad battle rewards. With the rewards, we switched up the team to have Ultimate Succession Gerrard in midfield, with the new pack pulled Le Sommer up front. With this, it was time for us to go into our qualifier games for FUT champs. So we did this, and were scoring a ton of goals. Some are more questionable than others, but the midfield duo of Scholes and Gerrard really carried this team. Usually having base icon Scholes in the team would not be great, but on the Switch with his incisive pass, he seemed to be way better than his stats said. Also, Gerrard's power shot was broken, potentially a card to look into once we have the coins for him. With these wins, we had qualified for champs, and the best players we got from the packs was Everton's Pickford. But consumables on the Switch sell for much more compared to console, so we still made a few thousand coins. Additionally, we kept selling our Cole Palmer investment, and this worked out great for us as we had nearly made 300,000 coins. The final change we made before going into champs was selling Le Sommer, as she had already dropped by 20,000 coins, and for the price of 20k we could pick up Frankfurt's Thunderstruck Etikite, who gets links with the team, has high pace and rapid plus. Let's see how the new and improved team does in Champs for this week. With this, we played the first 6 games of Champs, and our attack was still the best part of the team, with El Shawari and Etakite getting the goals. Gerard also seemed to hit anything outside the box like a rocket with his Power Shot Plus. But for the 6th game, it started off well, with Gerard stepping up for the free kick, and thanks to keeper movement, we got the goal. But Player of the Month Keane completely dismantled our defence, and Bronze was being shown up due to her lack of pace as a fullback. And for the last goal we conceded, it was not the best, but was a little bit fluky. We may need to get some new defenders. Overall, we started off Weekend League well, with having won 5 out of the 6 games, and we had completed the daily player objective, rewarding us with an 82 by 20. From just a premium gold pack, we pulled Inform Mailer, and from the 82 by 20, we did get an ultimate succession, but it was sadly a duplicate Jorginho. At 86 rated, he wasn't even really good fodder for duplicate storage. But this meant we could complete another icon for the team, and it was in a position that could do with an upgrade, and this was our goalkeeper. So we went with Italy's Buffon, who was an on this day icon at 87 rated, but he was quite cheap for around 300,000 coins worth of fodder in the club. But he does have 92 diving, far reach plus, and 90 positioning. There was also a striker Carragher, who scored against Buffon when they were youth players. He looks like he could be a great future evolution, but we didn't need him. We switched up the team, as Gerard had nearly run out of loan games, and gave Jorginho a chance to shine as our CDM. So for our second week of Champions, there was not too much difference between the first Weekend League and this one, but for one of the final games, we did come up against someone with Rapid Plus on their Inaki Williams, and this proved to be quite broken, with Williams running through our defence, and once we conceded, we took kick-off, and this happened. So yeah, Jorginho was not the guy at CDM. So it would turn out that we'd only go 10 and 5 this Weekend League. But this did still mean that we had gotten our 2 Champions Mode Mastery players, and also we were still on track to getting the Premium Foot Champs red cards. We got 1 of 4 player picks, and a tradable 84 by 10, with some more high-end packs. From the first pick, we got 89 rated Erdegaard, which was followed by the back-to-back Ballon d'Or winner, Bon Mati, which was a massive pull, and this was the first time packing her this year. She was still extremely usable and was around 150k, so Weekend League was worth it for this pull alone. For our tradable pack, we did get another promo card, but this was not even a walkout in Ludero from Orlando, who was a 10k discard. From the 87 by 2, we did pull another Erdegaard, but the second player in the pack was Neymar, and with how strong trickster fake shots are on the Switch, Neymar could be a great card for the team. A bit lacking in physical and pace, but still has 92 dribbling. Finally was the Champ Mastery tokens, and we finally got one of the 90 rated players. The first player was Stokes Manhouf, who again was only going to be a token, but the second one gave us Real Madrid's Carmona, which was huge as she had insane stats, whipped pass plus, and was easy to link. It was unfortunate that we spent so much time upgrading Alphonso Davies through the evolutions, but he can be a super sub for us now. With this run of games in Champs, we progressed up to level 25 in the season, and this gave us 2 new players in Winter Champions Larson from Wolverhampton and Munoz from Crystal Palace. The way this set of cards improves is if by New Year's, Wolves and Crystal Palace are out of the relegation zone, they will receive a boost. After this, we went to play all the available objectives in the other 3 game modes, like Manager Career Mode, Player Career Mode, and Pro Clubs. And by completing this, it gave us an additional 7 levels in the pass, meaning we could pick up another Winter Champions player in Man City's Gundogan, who is in Hullet Gang, has First Touch Plus, and Ping Pass. If City are top of the league by Christmas, then Gundogan will get the boost, but this is very unlikely, and Man City needed to stay humble. We also got some more picks from the Season Pass, where there was a choice of Ultimate Succession Gunter, but he was too far behind the team, so we went with the rating with Lewandowski, followed up with Foden, and the final pick, we got our highest rated Ultimate Succession in Cobel. Again, he's not going to be ahead of Buffon, so he was just fodder. With Champs out of the way, we can now return to the Friendlies game mode, where there was some more XP available for the season, and the 2 nations were now Germany and Italy. Started off with the Germany team, and with the new addition of Gundogan in midfield, we were just going to abuse the pace of Turbo Timo and Inform Shade up top. So we hopped into the Friendlies games, and having these two strikers was great, with Gundogan behind. We got so many chances, but in typical Werner fashion, he just could not finish. Then in the final game, in the 91st minute, he redeemed himself with the goal. With these wins, we climbed up to level 34 and received an 85 by 3, an 86 by 5, which could be huge, but we're going to wait until the next promo to open these. Now it was time to play the last few games of the friendlies game mode, and we'd returned back to Italy, but compared to last time, we had a much stronger team with a couple icons, El Shawari and our rivals mastery token player, Kapari. With this, as we were only 1000 XP away, we only needed to get the 3 wins instead of 5. In these games, El Shawari was the main man in the mode. With his dribbling and trickster plus, he carried us to the wins, and this meant we had completed the season pass and now have one of the most broken centre backs in the game, in Konate, who has anticipate plus, with 88 defending and 89 physical. Also, he has 82 pace, and he is likely to receive the upgrade as long as Liverpool stay top of the league. Now it was time for one of the new promos, in Globetrotters, which gave all Globetrotters players 2 points in chemistry for club, league and nation, making these cards much easier to link. Also, there was a Globetrotters CR7, Mohamed Salah and Dembele, who are all over 1 million coins. We went straight to the store to open up our save packs from the season pass and got Endler, 91 rated Rodri, and also a Globetrotter in Savage, who has aerial, 89 defending, and 89 physical, so he may be able to get into the team. They also released a Nanny SBC, but he was quite expensive and really hard to link. We then went for round 2 with the Icon SBC upgrade, hoping we could get a premium forward for the team. Sadly, this icon was Romanian, which means it is Haji, and our midfield is already stacked. We'll use him for a bit. I don't think he's going to be any better than Keane or Scholes. We then brought in a defender who still causes nightmares, even as a rare gold, and this was Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk, who actually had very similar stats to Savage, but VVD has that aura. He cost us around 179,000 coins, but he gets good chem thanks to Konate, and we also bought Inform Gacy for 50k, as she has 94 pace and 91 physical. We then went into the Evo tab to improve Govu, and this was through the Attacking Apprentice, which gives him a +2 in attack positioning, 10 in heading accuracy, and 5 in jumping. Not the biggest boost, but getting the extra physical stats will help on the switch. So with that, this was how the team was looking, and we returned to rivals, and the first team we came up against had the Williams brothers on the wings. In this game, our opponent had the ball in the box, and Cannavaro went for the challenge, but gets completely bodied by Williams, who finishes the chance. But we would get our revenge later in this game, with Carmona stealing the ball and slotted the ball away. Also, another area which we had now was free kicks. So if there was a chance on the edge of the box, our total rush Trent could step up and score directly from the free kick, which he did not once but twice in separate matches. With these games, we had completed Govu's evolution, which gave him the stat boost, primarily improving his aerial game. With this, he got given the green background for the Evo design, which was a bit ugly compared to other promo cards. However, we had our season ladder excellence cosmetic Evo, so we put this onto Govu, and now he's purple. Now it's time for us to play the promotion game to get into Division 4, and this was a good team with Keane, who we know played above his stats, and the right midfielder of Diaby, with rapid plus and 97 pace, who will likely be the biggest problem. Within the first 10 minutes of the game, the ball is played to Haji, who has a power shot and smashes it in. This is followed up by a chip to Gacy, who slots it past the keeper to put us up by 2. But our opponent's Martinelli used a power shot against us, and we conceded. But we got another chance where their keeper ran away from their goal, which made them leave, and this gave us the win to get us into Division 4. With the promotion, we could now focus on the FUT Champs qualifiers, but we needed another defender, as Carmona and Trent pushed too high up the pitch. So to combat this, we bought one of the new Globetrotter players, in LA's Caceres, as he has fullback plus. So this will be the team we're taking into qualifiers, bringing Riquelme back into the squad. For the actual qualifier games, this was the easiest run so far, with us smashing our opponents and getting to use Riquelme's trickster plus. But in these games some things did happen, like in the second game, where Govu had a volley that was so bad it turned into an assist, and a familiar linesman from last year on the Switch made a return in the third game, as Govu was clearly offside, but this time it was in our favour. We got qualification again, and now it's time to try out another Globetrotters player, in Bargos, who has 91 shooting and 90 physical, with the main thing being that he has Poacher ++, and roles made such a difference, especially with roles that had ++ on them. Our whole team, apart from Caceres, had playstyle ++, but at this moment in time, there was only half a dozen players who could play right back with the role of fullback ++, with the main one being Carlos Alberto. Player roles are crucial to a team, and this was highlighted in our weekend league, where Barkos, who has Poacher ++, would usually score when he had a chance in the box, and with his high physical, he would win duels against defenders. With roles, it helps the player in the role that they are comfortable with, so having a ball-playing centre-back like Van Dijk would mean it would be easier to play out from the back, whereas our El Shawari has inside forward, so he basically became our second striker. This did have a downside, as we had Carmona on attacking wing-back, which was great for our offence, but it did leave our defence vulnerable. It was crucial to try and learn the team dynamic and get the balance correct, because we only got 10 wins this weekend league. This weekend, we got 10 and 5, and this gave us 1 of 4 85+ player picks, with some big packs, and 2 3x Team of the Week players packs. This actually started off with a bang with us getting Saliba, who was still 75k and had Anticipate with 82 pace. Our luck would continue in the tradable 84x10 pack, which gave us a new Globetrotter, with one of the Chinese league's greatest players in Oscar, who was around 60k. But in the back of this pack, it gave us 3 additional informs, with 87 rated Team of the Week Cole Palmer. Finally, we got our red packs, which gave us Magnetti, who has First Touch Plus, which has the magnet icon. I'm guessing EA were putting a joke in there with this card, but he will not make our team. And the following red Foot Champions Mastery pack gave us another Spanish player in Luis Riora, who has 89 pace and 90 dribbling, so he may be able to get into the team with the link up with Carmona. We also got rank 2 in squad battles again, and this gave us another 2 additional squad battle mastery tokens. The only notable pulls from this was the walkout Tar and Inform Berardi, but in the mastery packs we got a new player. This was another 85 rated Englishman in wing, and our second one was wing again. So no improvements, but some more coins for the team. We then put all the acquired fodder from the club this week into another icon pack to see if we could get the likes of Pele or R9. Really any Brazilian icon would be great. And with this, we finally got one of the better icons in the game, with it being Cam, Brazilian. It wasn't Pele, but Zico, who is an instant addition to the team, as he has dead ball specialist, so he can replace Trent, and he gives even more icon chemistry to the team. With him having plus 90 in shooting, passing and dribbling, he was also extinct with a price range of 2.5 million coins. This would lead us to completing the Globetrotter's passport upgrade, which for 6 low-rated squads gave us a guaranteed Globetrotter, and we got from this pack Monz's Mori, who was discard. The final step for Globetrotters was to pick up some Globetrotters midfielders from the market, with Jolinton being the main player with 94 physical and Bruiser Plus. But I chose the worst time to buy these players, as EA gave us a free Ultimate Edition cover pick, which was a choice between Bellingham and Bonmati, who were both very good cards, which caused a crash in midfielders. So we lost around 100,000 coins alone on this. Sometimes investing in players works, other times not so good. We also got Zizou on loan for 25 games, which was another midfield player. And with that, Globetrotters had finished, and it was time for our final week. We are now into the final week for the account, and the final promo is Winter Wildcards, where there is icons such as R9 available, as well as 2 Erling Haalands, with one of them being a centre-back. With this, the 30 coin packs returned, and for the cost, it was a great way to get players back into the club. We also opened an 82x14 at the release, and pulled Team of the Week Kalahognu, but in the back of the pack, we got our first Winter Wildcard, in Freiburg's Dinksy, who has Trickster Plus, and is 5-star 4-star. There was also a new pack in the store, which gave mastery tokens, but there was a slight problem. It costed 300,000 coins, so we really needed to get one of the premium mastery players. It would turn out we actually got lucky in this pack, and did pull one of the 90 rated players. And this player will go into our team, and this was Hattenbauer, who has 90 pace, 86 defending, and Jockey Plus, which is massive on the Switch, so he will be a great defensive fullback. Also, it meant we had 2 additional tokens in Bibi and another Mullin to use in token swaps. Now with this, we would go into the SBC section and complete our first mastery token swaps, and that was the 85x30, which cost us 8 tokens, but this was a great chance to pull some premium players. We opened the pack and got a Cam from the Serie A, Mr. Europa League himself, in Lookman, who has 99 dribbling and first touch plus. But in the back of this pack, we got a 900,000 coin player, and it was probably one of the best players on the Switch, in Dembele, who has quick step plus, and Dembele is always broken. There was also an Icardi with 99 shooting. We also got a 20 game loan of Winter Wildcard Xavi, and players can now have 2 playstyle pluses. And this was the team for our final FUT Champs. For this week of Champs, there was no real pressure for us. As long as we get 9 wins, we will still get all of the red evolution cards. And with the addition of Lookman to the team, the offence was simple. To smash the ball into Lookman in the box, and with his first touch plus and 99 dribbling, his reactions were much quicker than the defenders. From these games, it was clear that having Dembele and El Shaarawy on the wings was fantastic. And then with Zico were the best players. El Shaarawy was probably the best player on the account. Only Centurion's Marlon was more broken. And now that he's transferred to Aston Villa, hopefully we get a new version of this card in the future. However, there was still some cheese in Ultimate Team. As for one of our losses, we completely missed the ball for the shot. It falls to Mendy, and he hits a Hail Mary across the whole pitch, which is picked up by their forward and slotted away. Not really much we could do about this. With our final week, we would match our best record and get rank 3 rewards again on the Switch. And this meant we got another 100,000 coins, 84x10 tradable. We got the Big Trouble nickname again, but this was a duplicate, so it was just discarded. There was also the 2 Champion Mastery packs as well. From the picks, we would pull another Saliba, and from our final pick, we had a choice between an Inform and a Winter Wildcard. But as Inform's more valuable at the moment, he was the choice. From the tradable 84x10, we got a new Winter Wildcard in the Premier League fullback in Pedro Porro, who was around 100,000 coins. And the rest of the packs gave us more fodder, so we had our Mastery packs, which gave us Freiburg's Martinez, who is a solid all-round player, but with just how good our team is, she is likely to just be used as a token, followed up by a duplicate BB. In the objectives menu, we got Frankowski, who has 99 pace and slide tackle plus, and we had his Make Your Mark Euro card last year on the Switch, who was one of my favourite players. With this, we would use our tokens to complete some more packs from the exchange, with the 85x20 and the 83x30. 83x30 was a bit disappointing, as the best player was an Inform, who was quick, but had a poor playstyle, and just was not good enough for the team. However, she will be good for upgrade packs. And then the 85x20 gave us a Centurion card in Real Madrid's Luka Modric. Initially I thought this was a poor pack, but on the Switch, double walkouts don't happen. So in the back of the pack, we got another Porro, so we could now sell the tradable version. Now was the final part of FUT Champs, and this was the Champions Cosmetic Excellence. And as we had 40 plus wins over the last month, it meant we got all 3 red cosmetic items, with 2 of them being the basic versions, with 1 of them being the premium. All the premium version does is add an extra triangle to the card. So with this, we chose our 3 players. To start this off, we would choose the player that we picked up during the Winter Wildcard promo in Trailblazers Dembele, followed up by El Shaarawy, who was probably one of the most fun players to use on the Switch. The final one, which was the big one, with the premium red, went to the best all-rounded player in the team, in Zico. We also spent 25,000 coins on the Winter Wildcard cosmetic to make Lookman's card red instead. With all the new fodder, it was time to complete our 4th icon pack. We had got lucky so far with Cannavaro and Zico, but for this one we'd get an English centre mid, which would break the Switch, and this turned out to be Frank Lampard. So another L from the icon packs. With the reds in the team, we would go on to sell VVD, as we wanted some more coins, for reasons I'll explain later. But we still had one more area to complete for the 100%, and this was Rivals. So it's time to go back in and give this one final push. Teams did start having more meta players, like Thunderstruck Valverde. However, our Red Champs players were carrying the team, and having Carmona and El Shaarawy on the left side meant most of our play was on this side. We were now in the promotion game for Division 3, and this could mean that with 100% EAFC 25 on the Switch, and our opponent had a nice Bundesliga hybrid team, and we start off with Zico doing some nice dribbling into the box and scoring the calm, composed finish. Then our opponent would pass around the back for the next 10 minutes of the game, and left. So I guess that means we get the win and go into Division 3. And with that, we had completed all of the objectives to 100% EAFC on the Switch. There's still some time left for Winter Wildcards Team 1, and as we nearly had 1 million coins on the account, it was time to open some of the big packs from the store, with the Supreme Winter Wildcards Guarantee Pack, which was nearly half of our coins, but this would be worth it, as we got one of the best defenders in the game in Winter Wildcard's Company, who was extinct on the Switch, but with 82 pace, 92 defending, and Anticipate Plus, he was great. There was also another City player in Winter Wildcard Bernardo Silva, and the Switch pack gods were blessing this account, as we got another big player from the promo in Winter Wildcard Haaland in a regular 2-player pack, who was also extinct. We now had multiple players who were worth more than 1 million coins. As we were very unlikely going to improve the team with the 500,000 coins left, we decided to open the other Supreme pack in the store. Hopefully we could get someone like Winter Wildcard Hazard, but sadly this pack was significantly worse compared to the first one, giving us only Winter Wildcard Lacazette. Now the club was completely stacked, and to wrap this account up, we're going to do 2 more icon packs. And we did get an improvement on the first icon pack, and this was the only goalkeeper to win a Ballon d'Or in Yashin. And for our second pack, he would have improved our team, and is a great player from the Netherlands, but as we just got Yashin, it was Van der Sar, so he will likely be on the bench. So after a month of playing on the Switch, this was the final team that we had, and we had completed all of the objectives, so we had 100%ed the season, so we beat EFC 25 on the Nintendo Switch.